Your High Priestess has the following message for you today. Feel free to respond to your soulmate through this video in the comments, as your words at the soul level will reach your soulmate. Also, like this video to activate the energy of this video in your life. Subscribe to my channel as well so that we can remain connected through the collective and future messages for you, from me, your High Priestess, through the universe, can be received and conveyed to you through future videos. Your significant other, who is currently in a state of indecision, shows no signs of confronting you or their feelings. In this moment, where you may be seeking certainty, their behavior will likely be more distant. They may even withdraw further and remain silent. It seems as if they are caught in a phase of defiance, where they neither want to hear nor see, nor speak about their feelings. This situation sends you a clear message: it's time to accept reality as it presents itself to you. This phase calls for you to embrace acceptance and focus on your own self-worth. It's a time of waiting, but not passive waiting. It's waiting characterized by self-love and self-esteem. You learn that your value does not depend on their decision. During this phase, it's essential to direct your focus towards yourself. Concentrate on your needs and goals, on what brings you joy and enriches your life. This time offers you the opportunity to create space for personal growth and self-care. You realize that through this self-care, not only does your own life become more fulfilling, but it also lays a more stable foundation for future relationships, regardless of whether they are with them or someone else. Your significant other may be going through their own struggles and uncertainties. This process takes time and space. It's crucial for you to respect that space and trust that when they are ready, they can find their way to you. In the meantime, this means staying open to communication but without exerting pressure. Show understanding and patience and be ready to listen when they are willing to confide in you. This time of waiting and self-reflection is not only a challenge but also an opportunity. You realize that true strength lies in the ability to lead your life independently and fulfilled. You learn that your happiness does not depend on another person but on yourself. It's a time when you learn to love and appreciate yourself. In summary, this phase is marked by acceptance and self-growth. It's a time when you learn to recognize and nurture your own worth. At the same time, you remain open to the possibility that they may open up to you one day. Trust that everything will happen in its own time and focus on your own happiness and well-being. This time is a valuable opportunity for you to discover, grow, and flourish within yourself. It offers you the chance to realize that your life belongs entirely to you and that you have the power to shape it according to your desires. In this phase of your life, you are not just an observer but also the creator of your own destiny. In the continuation of the reflection on your relationship with your significant other, we consider the silent transformation that is taking place within you. This phase of your life, where you learn to accept things as they are, leads you on a path of inner maturity. You begin to realize that every relationship, including the one with your significant other, serves as a mirror that shows you where you can stand and grow in your own life. It's a time when you may recognize that true connection arises not from proximity but from understanding. You learn that relationships exist in various forms and intensities, and each form has its own value. Perhaps you see that some bonds don't need to be nurtured through daily interaction but can grow in silence and trust. Your significant other is on their own journey. Maybe they are exploring themselves and their role in life. Perhaps they are facing challenges that require them to grow beyond their current self. These processes are personal and individual, and they cannot be rushed. They need their own time and space. In the meantime, you may be learning to practice patience and appreciate the value of waiting. You understand that waiting doesn't mean passivity but active listening to yourself and to life. You become aware that you are not alone in this waiting. You are surrounded by friends, family, and perhaps even strangers who have their own stories and can inspire you on your journey. You discover the richness of life, which is evident not only in relationships but also in the small moments of everyday life. You find joy in your hobbies, work, nature, and art. You learn to be alone without feeling lonely and realize that solitude can be a form of freedom. This is also a time when you reflect on your own boundaries and needs. You define what is important to you in a relationship and learn to set and communicate your own boundaries. This is an important step in finding a healthy balance in any kind of relationship. In conclusion, this phase in your life is an invitation to grow, flourish, and thrive with or without your significant other. It's an invitation to see and love yourself in your own light. It's a time when you recognize and celebrate your own completeness. By loving and valuing yourself, you open yourself up to love in all its forms, perhaps even the love of your significant other when the time is right for both of you. In the ongoing consideration of your journey and the development in your relationship with your significant other, you realize that every encounter, every phase holds a profound lesson within itself. While respecting the silence and distance that currently exists between you, you discover a new level of freedom, the freedom to chart your own course, independent of another's decisions. Your significant other, who may be grappling with uncertainties and decisions in their own world, indirectly offers you the opportunity to realign your inner compass. It's a time when you may understand that true love cannot be forced. It unfolds as a gift in its own time and rhythm. As you grapple with this realization, you find a source of strength and serenity within yourself. You discover that you are capable of finding joy in your own company. You enjoy the moments of solitude, using them for creativity, self-expression, and perhaps even spiritual growth. In the meantime, you may find that your significant other is also making progress, perhaps not visibly or directly, but in subtle changes in their energy or in the way they communicate with you. You may notice small signs indicating that they are moving forward at their own pace. This time of change is also a time of letting go. You learn to let go not only of expectations for your significant other but also of old beliefs about yourself and relationships in general. You realize that letting go does not mean giving up but creating space for the new, space for surprises, space for what life has in store for you. It is also a time when you deepen your understanding of self-respect and self-assertion. You learn to deal with your feelings and needs clearly and honestly. You practice standing in your truth, even when it is not understood or accepted by everyone. Finally, it is a time when you recognize the depth of your resilience. You realize that you not only survive challenges but also grow and thrive through them. You see that every challenge is an opportunity to learn more about yourself and become a more complete version of yourself. In summarizing this part of your journey, it becomes clear that you and your significant other are each on your own path, but these paths are not isolated. They are part of a larger pattern, a dance of life that may bring you together when the time is right. Until then, each of you honors your own path and growth, and that may be the greatest lesson of love. Bear in mind that this prediction is a guide, not a fixed destiny. The future always depends on the decisions we make in the present. Therefore, always act with love and kindness, and you can find a path that leads to happiness and fulfillment. This was today's message for you. I deeply appreciate your time and trust, and I would be delighted to receive a like, a comment, or a free subscription if my messages resonate with you. Your support helps me to strengthen my channel and reach more people whom I can assist. It was wonderful to have you here. Do not hesitate to drop by again and listen to the future messages of the universe from your High Priestess.